Hi everybody, this is Agnes from Sediment, and today we're going to talk about the differences between white wine and red wine. It may seem that white wine is made from white grapes, while red wine is made from red grapes. But is it really true? Let's find out. And be sure to stick around until the end of the video, as I will also give a bonus information on orange and rosé wines, as they are recognized as separate wine styles on their own. White wine can be made from almost any grape variety, while red wine can be made from only dark-skinned grapes. It is because majority of grapes have colorless juice, and if you are gentle enough and remove skins quickly, you can make white wine from red grape varieties. This practice is widely used in sparkling wine production, where white wine is made from red grape variety Pinot Noir. In this case, the label might say Blanc de Noir, which means white from the black. Different winemaking techniques are used for white wine and red wine. Red wine is usually fermented with the grape skins at least for a while white wine is usually fermented without them. This is also the reason why otherwise colorless juice becomes red or violet. During the fermentation process, alcohol increases and it starts to extract color as well as tannins from the fruit. Depending on the time spent on the grape skins, as well as from the grape variety, the color can be light or become very deep. Red wines will have tannins. To be totally honest, depending on the winemaking technique and grape variety, some white wines can also have some tannins, and sensitive tasters will pick them up quite easily. But since in red wine production, grape skins, seeds, and oftentimes stems are left with the fermenting juice for several days or even weeks, the tannins in red wines will be more pronounced. Tannins in wine are components that tend to coat your tongue and cheeks similarly as black tea or dark chocolate does. They are also indication of wine's quality. Even if the wine has a lot of tannins, you want them to be ripe and smooth. Before we move to the orange and rosé wines, I would also like to debunk some of the wine myths. Red wines not necessarily develop higher alcohol levels than white wines. It really depends on the grape variety, climate, and conditions of the vintage. Likewise, while tannins can and do contribute to aging potential, it does not mean that red wines have greater aging capacity than white wines. Again, it greatly depends on the grape variety, winemaking techniques, and wine's quality. Lastly, rosé wine can be made in a similar manner as red wine, meaning the grape juice spends some time on the grape skins, acquiring necessary color while limiting the tannin extraction. Rosé can also be made by simply adding a portion of red wine to white wine. This is how majority of champagne is made. Rosé, however, is usually served similarly as white wine, slightly chilled. The increasingly popular orange wine is also made in a similar manner as red wine, only this time light-skinned grapes will be used for the maceration process. Therefore, wine will acquire some of the tannins and become deeper in color. That with time can become deeply orange. I hope you liked my video. If you want to know more about the rosé wines, make sure to click here.